Silent Hill TDS, J. Leo, Hitchhikers, check. I'ma spit fire and propane. Keep a little baggie of some veggies, your romaine. Zombie ass bitch tryna eat up the whole brain. While this bummy ass nigga still asking for more change. Get your taste buds lit, popping right under your tongue. Lighten up a sharp strain, feel like it's chopping your lungs. Smoke another leap to the head, feeling like Danny Phantom. Got a medicine jar in my car full of zany samples. Running with the factions with my rations getting low. Get down on the flow, blood races like I'm whipping blow. Shit show for show, I don't know what, just release and go. Can't hear what you're saying, this sweet too loud and you're speaking low. Johnny smoking haze in a blaze, I got heat to throw. Then I'm let the heater flow and send it to the heat below. Think it's a game, I pick the date before you let him roll. Think I'm insane, but from the start I never had control.
Have you ever danced with the devil in the pale of the moonlight? Have you ever laid with a demon with the flames by your bedside? Smoking the air, sipping on spirits, get the mood right, get the crew hype. Middle fingers to the blue lights, dancing on your grave while I gaze into the moonlight.
Rolling through the city, heart is empty, but I'm feeling frisky, knowing I can make it even though these niggas want it in me. Got some rolling papers and some bitches, yeah, we getting litty, feeling out of place. Fuck it, I got my niggas with me. We on a long road, smoking trees and bagging hoes. Love is faded, I'm jaded, consequences I never told. Running out of character, the real me is getting old. Facing the facade, 50 shades, and I fall below. I'm on some new shit, underworld a new bitch. Your loose lips tangle you up, I guess this news fits. I do this, spitting some fire and meth doom hits. The sun god bringing some light, now watch your mood switch. Hieroglyphs when writing scripts, namaste but conquering. Conjuring some spirits in the valleys where they die and quit. Just a gladiator on a righteous tip, still sharp and steel, but I'm colder than the Arctic gets.
Cheer. What's up? What is up? How is everybody doing today? Yes, I'm back in the flesh. I have made it back off from vacation. I'm feeling fresh. I'm feeling good. As always, that's the homie Silent Hill TDS. That's the homie 40 Water, aka Silent Hill. J. Leo, Pale Moon Devil Dance. That is the song. Yes, the official, unofficial theme song to I.O.W. Sports Late Night Outlet Edition with your boy Walker Armand. Yes, I am back. I'm happy to be back. Just spent the week in Kansas City, as you can see. I got me a new KC fitted. Had to pick one up while I was down there. Took the girls to a baseball game. Had some fun. I know I sound a little nasally. My youngest started coming down with some kind of funky flu-like symptoms, germy germs. You know how kids germy germs get. Then kind of went through the house. And then just flew into Charlotte and drove 2 hours. So we got home about a good time, about 7:45. But no, glad to be back. I know that I.O.W. Sports has taken a break the last week because I was out of town, and as well, Detroit Mel was out of town. So, but no, show must go on. Show must go on. You know, right now, the Golden State Warriors and the Denver Nuggets are playing. They're playing game 2 right now. Looks like Golden State is pretty much running away with that one in the beginning of the fourth quarter. Pretty much, they're already up 21. Steph Curry, Steph Curry do what Steph Curry does. That man's going off. Who else is going off? Jordan Poole is doing this thing. And look, this is what I love. So check this out. And I said this before, and rock with me now. This is why you never count out Golden State. So obviously Clay came back this year. He's still doing his thing. And Steph missed 2020, what, the last 12 games or something like that in the regular season. He's coming off the bench. He is literally coming off the bench. I mean, that's because of Jordan Poole, man. Jordan Poole is what can I say? This dude is over here balling at the gym. He is doing something fierce, doing something just ridiculous. This dude makes that team so much more dangerous. Now okay, yeah. Obviously, you got to worry about Steph Curry. That's a problem. Uh, obviously, it hasn't happened yet, but Clay is he's still good for getting off. Y'all remember that man put up 30 plus in the quarter. He put up 30 plus in the quarter, so he can get off at any moment. But this man Jordan Poole has given the Warriors another element to this team that makes him so far more dangerous. He puts up 30 last night, the other night. Let me pull up his stats tonight because he's been balling. I think he got 26 now. Last time I saw. Yeah, 27. And so that allows Steph to come off the bench and drop his 26. And I love Draymond Green. Say what you want, man. Draymond Green is the glue. And what he does for this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet. Let's be honest about that. All right. But he's frustrating Jokic. He is frustrating Nikola Jokic when he's on him, at least for sure. Look, I know Jokic got 26 points, 10 boards, 4 assists, but he got 4 personal fouls, and he shoot 9 for 18. Pretty much shooting 50% from the field, 0 for 3 from downtown. And that's just Draymond Green. At least when Draymond Green's in, he's guarding Jokic, and he's bodying him. He's putting a body on him. He's being rough. He's being rugged. And he's making Jokic the MVP candidate a little flustered, a little out of his game. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yes. So you look at Golden State. Hey, man. Don't count them out. Do not count them out. I beg of you, do not count Golden State out. If you count Golden State out, you are ridiculous. You are a fool. But them dudes are balling. They are doing their thing. Looks like they're gonna for sure probably in this one. It's been some crazy things. Since I've been haven't been on air. I mean, of course, we had the play-in games. Obviously the Hawks and the Hawks and the Nets make it out the play-in tournament. Speaking of the Hawks, they beat Charlotte. And if those who don't remember, we had the conversation here on the Late Night Owl show. When it comes with the Charlotte Hornets, all the flashiness looks good, the dunks, the highlights, the alley-oops, and I love it. It looks great. That's the flash part. That's the flash part of the Charlotte Hornets. They got to start getting some substance. There's 2 years in a row that they have been one of the lower seeds in the play-in tournament. They lose one game and they're done. They have to get some substance. You can't just be all highlights. You can't be all top 10 Sports Center highlights. You can't be wild card more top play of the nights. You got to have some substance behind your shit. You got to actually win some games. You actually have to get further in the playoffs. Because right now, ever since Jordan has taken over that team, having someone like what's his name, LaMelo Ball, and people are starting to, you get a couple pieces around there, get a couple shooters. You already got the high flyers. I like Terry Rozier, small guy, you know, streaky at times. When he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. Almost like a J.R. Smith. Respect the game. Want a little bit more consistency out of him. This is me. If I was GM, I would get rid of Gordon Hayward's contract. I will find a way to get rid of it and get rid of him. Either find an out or that won't cost you little to nothing against the cap, or find a sucker to trade. I'm being serious. Gordon Hayward isn't consistently on the court to add to be a consistent piece around LaMelo Ball. When you got a rookie of the year, and here's the thing about basketball. The thing about basketball is you got 5 people on the court. If you have one star and you build around him, even if you got one star, you have a chance. So that's why it makes sense to build around. And as always, it's Mondays. So y'all know what Mondays is. It's Mondays with Boney Homie. Let's see if Boney Homie's ready. You ready, Boney? You ready? Boney not ready. He not ready. It's okay. Let's see if Bones get back in here. But no, when you have a rookie of the year like LaMelo Ball for the Charlotte Hornets, you got to start building some pieces around him. Being a 10 seed 2 years in a row and getting bounced out in the first play-in game ain't gonna cut it. Last year was hey, Charlotte might make some noise with this LaMelo guy. You can't follow it up with the same result as last year. You got to start going up. Get your trajectory up. You ready, Boney? You ready? Nah, Boney ain't ready. I'm going to send it to his email. Let's see what happens with my guy. Because I know, Boney.
Check.
I hear you, bro. Say something again. It's all right. Hold on. We're gonna get Bones right. Sometimes you can't trust these these certain folks with technology. They ain't built for it. Bonet.
First of all, I was a high-ranking IT for 5 years.
I don't know. I can't tell, bro.
I don't know why my sound ain't working. I know why my setup ain't working because I threw it all together in a rush once I realized I was late.
Now it's probably your headset.
Be the show.
No, so I was just having a talk with the people, and I'm just talking about the expectations of when you got a rookie of the year in the Charlotte Hornets, like you have with LaMelo Ball, and now it's 2 years in a row. They're the lowest seed in the playing tournament in the East, and then get bumped out in the first playing game. So it's like at some point, Jordan, who is the GOAT on the court, but for some reason is struggling to be a GM owner and can't get the right lineup. To me, it's like
Niggas are woke off the court.
You said with the roach off the court.
The woke.
Worst of all time.
Mm-hmm.
WAWOAT. No, I mean, so it's just for me personally. To me, I know that some people might see it different, but I think the Hornets had a disappointing season because they had the same result as they did last year. But my thing is when you got a rookie of the year, you should realize at some point, like, hey, I either got to start building around this cat, or I'm gonna get the best value back for this cat. Something you got to do something. I mean,
Just keep selling tickets. That's the best you about to do.
just
Cause
keep
y'all suck
selling
at building.
tickets.
If you suck at building shit, and what's the point of doing either? Just keep selling tickets. This nigga flashy as fuck. Let him go out there and sell some tickets.
And he does that. But I'm saying, like, you got to put some pieces around him that's going to help build
Bro,
a
that's
winning
the
team, man.
like maybe they realize that that's their ceiling. Selling tickets. Nigga, we made it. Niggas is coming to see the show.
What's up, Anthony Price, man? How you doing, brother, man? We back, man.
I,
I'm
I feel like
on
niggas.
vacation.
I feel like niggas don't care about who team it is. Like that's not really a relevant thing to a player, is it? Michael Jordan owns this team, especially now. These niggas don't even care about Michael Jordan like the niggas who are watching this. These niggas is 10, 15 years younger than us.
I mean, I don't know, Bones. I don't know if I could rock with you on that because my thing is if it's MJ, you like, why would you not want to play for him? Like you, especially if you. All right, I'll put it to you like this: if I was a professional basketball player, and if there was anybody that they would ask you to go do a mentorship with, my first two guesses would be Jordan or Kobe. I mean, who else are you going to
And
learn the game from?
Jordan, one of your first guesses because you in your mid-30s. These niggas 15 years younger than us now.
Hey, it's funny you got to say. You funny you say that because look what Anthony says. People running to play with LeBron, but not MJ.
People run to play with LeBron, not for LeBron. LeBron will get a team. If LeBron get a team that's ass and keep showing us for decades that he ass, and nobody come and play with him either. Like niggas know that Michael Jordan suck at this. You know what I mean? Like niggas know. So like it I don't want to go play for a garbage ass team just because I want to meet Michael Jordan. Clearly he's not like doing some type of program where he's making somebody a great player by teaching them what he did. Because clearly that's not happening to anybody. And LaMelo ain't crunk about it either because his dad can beat Michael Jordan one-on-one anyway.
According to LeVar, he could beat him.
Look, nobody can prove that he can't.
Well, that is true. That is true. I mean, you know, hey,
Michael Jordan was scared to step on the court.
Oh, but hey, if they were smart, because you know, LeVar been talking that talk. He's like, "Come on, let's go, Mike." And like, they almost about the same age. They so is really even playing field.
Yep.
It's almost an even playing field. But man, obviously, you know, the playing games, of course, Atlanta takes care of Charlotte. The Nets get through. Then they had a hell of a game one with Boston the other day. Is there any series right now that you think might go 7?
Nope. And I want to point out the fact that the Nets are out of this bitch in 5.
Right now in the first round?
Yep. I've been saying it the whole time. All this to lose in the first round. And it didn't matter which one of the 4 teams they played either.
Really?
Yep. We've been talking about the Lakers all year for them being a busted for super team. The Nets are also a busted Nets tonight. I'll see you next week, and you'll agree with me then.
But come on, that was a buzzer beater. So let's be honest. If Kyrie
it was and a desperation comeback.
If Kyrie plays a little bit more defense, that game is either in overtime or I'm sorry, not overtime, but that's a game for Brooklyn.
Yeah, if Kyrie is somebody besides Kyrie, yes. Kyrie, but he's gonna still be Kyrie next game. And Durant playing some of his best defense I've ever seen him play. It's still not that great defense. You know what I mean? Like as a team, that defense is like whack, really. I just don't see it. Boston's finna kill these boys. Like they
I'll,
were killing them, and then they got caught slipping, and the Nets made a comeback.
I'll say
I don't
this.
feel like the Nets turned it on. I feel like the Celtics turned it off.
I'll say this. That what Boston did defensively, I'll take that. And if they, Matt, what's up, bro? If you yeah, man, vacation was lovely, man. I'm glad to be back. That defense set the tone up front, and literally, I've never seen Kyrie and KD kind of look pedestrian in the first half the way that defense was playing on them.
And
I mean,
that's because Steve Nash, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving, whichever one of them was the coach at the time, because they take turns apparently, got out coached like a motherfucker. And they gonna continue to get out coached this entire series. It's not a match. It's just not a match. And also, I don't think Kyrie's a winner. I've never thought Kyrie was a winner. I think this year, I think Kyrie became one of the most overrated players of all time. Like he's on that list now for
elaborate. Please
how niggas
elaborate.
acting like Kyrie always been. Mainly because he fucking was playing like every other game for a while, basically, and they would show up and show out. And he's like, "Oh, Kyrie's the most skilled player." Like it's when people start using a different rhetoric to try to say somebody's great, but they know they can't outright say it. They're great. So they say something like, "He's the most skilled player of all time. He's more skilled than Allen Iverson." And then that way you can make an argument like, "Well, look at how he dribbles, look at how he shoots." But like in general, he's Kevin Love to me. He ain't never showed me nothing. Like even when they did great with the Celtics, great with the Celtics, like that shit was not. It was the rest of them. Like they did better without him. They did better without him than they did with him.
And that's actually not cap. I mean, they did.
See, my whole thing always been like he just ain't. I mean, he gonna do some impressive shit, but there's lots of guys who have done impressive shit in the NBA history who like just weren't really the niggas that you ended up needing them to be.
So, is this thought of opinion? Is this minus that 2016 final shot? He's like, what does this factor
No,
into this?
that was great, but you know, like Derek Fisher got shots, amazing shots. Robert Horry got amazing shots. Kevin Love got some in there, don't he?
He might have got maybe one or two. I mean, I get what you're saying. Like anybody can make a great shot if given the opportunity.
Post Ray Allen got post Ray Allen.
Hell, Ron Artest got a shot.
Even though it was his fault, we needed that shot. But yeah,
I saw an interview one day, and he was like, "Yo, Kobe was mad at me because I didn't pass him the ball, and I still made the shot. And he was still mad."
should have been. What's not remembered is that like the play before that, all he had to do was hold the ball and we won the game.
But he said he got the rebound, and Kobe was like, "Yo, give me the ball," and he was like, "No, fuck this, I'm wide open." And he was like, "Damn it, I want my shot too."
Goddamn Meta.
Hey, Meta World Peace. So all right, so you
that's
say,
my only stance on the playoffs that's even really worth talking about. Because everything else I'm pretty formulaic. I don't know, except for Minnesota. There's a lot to say unpack there too.
Well,
like
I think it's too early. I know Minnesota got the 1-0 lead against Memphis. I think Memphis was just. I think they got caught in one of those things where Minnesota just wanted it more. They played harder, they hustled harder, and their energy level was higher. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you make more buckets than them, so then your defense was better than them. I just think it was a perfect storm in that other day.
And also, Memphis kind of babies.
Oh, they are.
So, and I mean, I feel like Minnesota could win this series. I don't think they will though. But my take on that is just that they could win. I just don't think they will. If any going 7, it'd be this one to me. But I don't think it will.
That's fair.
I just think it's the closest one.
Look, I think it'll go 7 because you see there's a different attitude with Anthony Edwards, and I think that's starting to become a little bit contagious onto like Cat and hell, D'Angelo Russell kind of looked like he's kind of coming out a little bit. Yeah, I mean, another former Laker. Look at that shit. uh, I don't want to say that Minnesota's just going to push over, but I think if that was the game to win, it was that one. Catch them off guard, the first one. Because if you, I'm almost like you. I think this might be like a 4-1, 4-2 type of series.
Mm-hmm.
But Anthony Edwards, I just think, man, he brings another element. He brings a dog element to that team.
He does. I feel like he's like the in spirit leader of the team.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I think I'm right there with you because Golden State, New Orleans. I mean, not Golden State, New Orleans. Phoenix, New Orleans.
Not even worth talking about.
No, I will say this because even when me and you had talked about it last year, like this was the best chance for Chris Paul, CP3 to get this chip. Okay, so he didn't get it done. Now you come with the best team, the best record, number one seed. To me, if you don't even get back to the finals, I think that window is quickly closing now. Because
Man, first off, Chris Paul gonna play till he's 73.
no, come on, man.
We're gonna be saying this every year about Chris Paul for the rest of our lives.
Well,
Nigga, you're gonna be on your deathbed and I'm gonna be at the foot of your deathbed like, hey, Chris Paul just made the finals again. I don't know if he gonna win the ring.
yeah, but come on, this is it, bro. This is it right here, dog.
I've been thinking this is it for a long time. That's all
No,
I'm saying. And I
to
mean,
me,
like,
to me, last year was it.
Since the Clipper era, I've been thinking this is it, and the rest of his career is just gonna be him fucking Gary Payton.
Anthony says, "Do you think New Orleans need to play Zion to make this playoff series better?"
I think if New Orleans personally, I think if New Orleans does play Zion, they don't get blown the fuck out because you just can't throw people in.
Mm-mm.
I feel like Zion hasn't even made an effort or doesn't even like have any rapport with his teammates even. Like I'm not even sure them niggas even fuck with Zion in general. So like that shit takes a toll on the court.
I don't know if you heard the story, but when they made the trade for CJ McCollum and JJ Redick caught wind of it and went off on it on ESPN. Apparently Zion didn't reach out to CJ McCollum after he just got traded to the team. And I guess it's one of them like unwritten rules that a person gets acquired to your team, you kind of reach out to them like, hey, welcome to the team, blase, blase, blase. Let's get it.
Yeah, I guess this, blah blah blah. Like, yeah, it's like have some type of fucking family report, and that makes a difference on situations like let's say Zion does some head scratching that shit. You know what I mean? It makes a difference between everybody being pissed off like fuck this nigga versus like it's okay, we'll get the next play. Because like if you have a built up tolerance for a person just off the strength of liking them, that also helps your team chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you ain't gonna get none of that shit with Zion. Not to mention the fact like just by the numbers, sportsology, Zion getting out there with the rest of this team that he ain't played with. That I'm not even sure if he practices with them. Like it's just like you just throwing him out into the mix. He's not that guy. Like even at his best, he's not that guy. He's not a guy that you're just gonna throw into a game and be amazing.
So let me ask you, Boney. I mean, we gotta have the conversation. Is he a bust?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. I mean, he got time to turn around. I saw something saying we didn't call Embiid a bust because he played zero. He played like 30 games, 0-0. Something like it was like the opposite of what Zion played the first 3 years, but like the same amount of games. They were saying we didn't like call Embiid a bust. I did.
Yeah.
I didn't think he's gonna bounce back. Now, just because you bounce back and I'm wrong retroactively about you being a bust, but right now, as we speak, there's no reason for us to believe that he's anything but a bust.
And this is Embiid or Zion?
Zion.
Okay.
So as we speak right now, I mean that doesn't mean he can't beat that.
Yeah.
But as we speak right now, there's no reason or anything that shows us that anything other than this was a bust. We picked him, and for 3 years he gave us nothing.
I'm on my okay, so on my bus meter, like bus is right here. You at bus. I'm at like disappointment. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not quite ready to say he's a bust because like I know the fact that he's been hurt. And I'm not saying and let's be honest, whether you being hurt or not, I mean I don't care what the reason is. If you're not playing and you got these expectations and you ain't playing to exceed or live up to those expectations, I mean you're a bust. And
And
so like
then when the rumors is that you're not playing because you fat,
and that's the thing. That's another thing.
that's crazy.
It is like the rumors are always like you not in shape, and so that's something personal. You know, that's something about how serious you're taking the situation. You know what I'm saying?
That tells me how long someone of your stature is gonna have a career.
You know, if you ask me, if you ask me your honest opinion about Zion, I think he has like one of those maybe 5-6 year career, whole bunch of highlights, no championships, shit ton of injuries, and a lot of out of weight days.
Yeah, he needs to make like complete motivational life changes if he did it for me. He just feel the way he feels like, and I'm not saying this is true of him, but like this is the way he comes off to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone who was like in the sixth grade, he was 6'5". In the seventh grade, he was 6'9". Not him specifically, but you know what I'm saying. Like somebody who was always bigger than everybody, so he really didn't have to work that hard to get to where he got, and therefore doesn't have the work ethic of someone who fucking had to push themselves the entire time.
No dog in them.
So now it's just like I didn't really have to work hard to get to the NBA, nigga. Why would I start now?
Yeah. So the guy's doing 360 dunks. I think the team is sitting him. Zion wants to play. And Anthony said, shit, Ben Simmons is a bust. Well, that's fair. I'll say this. Ben Simmons.
I don't even remember Ben Simmons being that big of a deal, but where was I at when he was drafted? I feel like that's my real question. Where was Ben Simmons drafted?
He was a number one pick. He was part of that whole trusted process situation.
What year was he drafted?
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up right now.
That's what I'm wondering because I know there was a point in time where I just wasn't paying attention. So like my opinion on Ben Simmons probably don't even matter.
He's 25. 2016 draft, round 1, pick 1 out of LSU.
Yeah, that's why I didn't care.
Yeah.
There's definitely a time frame where I didn't care about anything going on in sports.
I mean, he's still 25, so I think Ben Simmons, whenever he decides to get back on the court, so pretty much he missed all of this year. I think if you ask me, if Ben Simmons is healthy and he's playing in this series, I think that turns your tune around about that series. Because
but he can't sweep.
No, they're a better defensive team with him.
And then they're a worse offensive team.
Hey, you gotta take the good with the bad, bro.
that shit just not gonna work. I don't believe that shit gonna work. I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
No, but hold on. I think it'll work because this is what it is. You don't need Ben Simmons to score for you. You highlight what he does best, which is passing and defending. Use him for that and try to manage that as much as possible, and then take his ass out of the games when you need, when you need to go on a significant run or something like that, and then only bring him in when you need to stop a run on defense.
Well, see, I mean, coaching, for one thing, you can't coach around two people though. Especially when you don't have a coach. So you got to coach around Ben Simmons and Kyrie Irving.
Hold that. The way you talking, Boney, I don't think you got faith in Steve Nash.
I don't think the Nets got faith in Steve Nash. If the first thing y'all come out and say is, hey, Steve Nash gonna not the coach, nigga. We the coach. We gonna take turns. If that's the first thing you say, nigga, don't nobody got. I got the same faith nobody else got in that nigga, and he can eat a dick and stealing our money. This ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about.
No, he don't. Yo, you got some past hatred you need to throw off on his ass right now, bro.
Yeah, I just hate how he came to the Lakers and stole all our money, and I feel like it should be planned because we kind of sent him home a whole bunch of times.
Bruh, not only did that dude steal money, he was getting guaranteed money being hurt, bruh, like missing games here, chilling. Like he
Nigga out here playing soccer and shit, getting hurt. He got hurt playing soccer.
Yeah, let's move past this dude. So yeah, I'm with you. I think Phoenix, New Orleans, that's probably gonna be a sweep. But I will, we'll revisit that CP3 talk again. I just think
hopefully we have plenty of time to talk about it. I hope.
I don't think the window's closing on them, but like, come on now. You were in the finals with the Six last year. You didn't get it done. And then this year, you're the number one team, number one record in the whole NBA, number one seed, and literally you got to get through New Orleans, and then, worst comes to worst, you get like a Dallas or some team like in the second round that you should dominate. And so come on, Phoenix need to handle that. Golden State. Golden State right now, they over here putting the whooping on Denver, so that they'll be up 2-0.
Unfortunately, with Golden State, how do you get access? How do you get access?
Hey, Big Cuz was one of the first viewers I had when I started this shit, man.
Well, tell him to watch Tuesday to Friday. Get this nigga off Mondays.
Phoenix is winning the whole thing this year. It doesn't matter who they play. That's the homie Milazzo right there.
My better brother. My old brother won't come up with that bullshit.
With that bullshit? Hey, come on, man. You gotta forgive B, man. That's what he do. That's what he do. But no, Golden State, they putting the whipping on Denver. So I think that series is over. Who else we got in the West? You got Utah. Okay, so Utah loses to Dallas tonight, and Dallas didn't even have Luka, bro.
Man, over on the Man Down podcast, Mel makes a lot of points about how Luka basically is a losing player. I don't necessarily buy into that, but I think that Dallas winning without him isn't like that shocking because they play a different brand of ball, and also one that's not really scouted for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but to me, this says, I mean, they let this dude Jalen Brunson go off for 41, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just some things are like deals where it's just like, who the fuck is looking the game plan for him? You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
It's like the Linsanity theory.
Bro, Maxi Kleber comes off the bench and gives him 25, man.
Who the fuck is Scott? These niggas game plan everything for Luka Doncic.
Everything.
So these niggas coming out like, what the fuck is that guy doing? That's the response niggas was getting.
Oh, he can do that?
I didn't know you shot. Who told you to shoot the ball? They like, hey, this nigga took 4 shots. He done for the night. Well, 5, 6.
Nah. But no, I'm just saying this speaks more about the Jazz, man, because my thing is you have pretty much your full arsenal. Like you got your Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench, you got your Donovan Mitchell, you got your Gobert. And so it's like Utah year in and year out, they'll be one of the better teams in the West, but damn, man, like why is it every time we get the playoffs, y'all motherfuckers sizzle out?
Man, is that just Utah though? Like, no matter who's there, is that just Utah?
I mean,
because like they've always just like been pretty good. That was it though. They were always just been pretty good.
Yeah, because I mean,
They,
you know,
they had a little downtime, but for the most part, it's just always been pretty good, and just that was it.
yeah, we don't like to talk about you know, Mr. Mailman because
I
we
wasn't
think
going
he's
back that far. I was thinking about more like the Darren Williams and
oh, Darren Williams and AK-47 Karolinko. He had a
those
couple
nicknames of all
good
time.
hits. Yeah, I thought that was a dope nickname. But the only Russian dude that actually had handles I've ever seen. but I don't even know where that dude is at no more. Anthony said Mr. MVP Jokic got ejected from the Warriors game. Um, he got ejected because Draymond Green, and this is what I was saying earlier before you got on. Draymond Green is the glue to the Golden State Warriors. He was pressing on Jokic tonight and was getting in his head, like just playing just tough defense. Like he didn't mind getting the fouls. He was like, "Yo, fuck, bucking up on that dude." Like I love it. I love it. So that dude Draymond, ever since he got back from injury, Golden State's just turning it up another notch. Plus Jordan Poole has been getting off. You do know
Mhm.
that Steph Curry just came off the bench the last 2 games. And people, I don't know if people been paying attention to this just because how Jordan Poole has been playing so well since Curry's been hurt. They
What
still bringing him off the bench.
this is what makes Curry such a fucking goat.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he don't give no fuck. If there was ever a player who didn't give a fuck about nothing but winning,
Mm-hmm.
Steph fucking Curry.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Steph Curry's not a Finals MVP. It's not because he couldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Because that nigga said, "What's the best thing that can happen?"
Is to win.
Cool. I don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly. Because for him to um when KD came over, pretty much he was like, yo, it's you, bro. And because what he knew is that how deadly KD is that he was gonna get his open shots.
Hmm.
Steph was gonna get open shots. I mean, Steph, Clay, KD, who you gonna stop?
Steph is a goat at coming at not having the ball in his hands.
Yeah.
One of the best players ever of all time to play without the ball in their hands.
His off-ball movement is ridiculous, Pauls. So I mean, like the dude he's going through, running through screens this way, that way. It's like you gotta be a hellified defensive player to shut down Steph Curry because he's gonna make you run.
He can fire the ball up as fast as he can catch it.
Oh, bro! As those feet are planted, that ball's already in the air, bro. Like it's a done deal. Malazzo said Jazz need to trade Gobert in the offseason and restart again. Well, they already paid him. He got a $200 million contract that they got to find a way to move. So good luck with that.
Simpson Lakers will pay everybody.
They gave him the max contract, bro.
Simpson Lakers will pay anybody.
Nah,
I said,
nah,
I
nah,
said,
nah, nah. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Nah, I'm good on that. Wait, hold up. I'll take it if it's a straight up for Russ.
I'll take anything was a straight for us. There really not a trade that I won't. You can't name one. You can't think of a trade that works mathematically that I would take. I wouldn't take.
How about a nickel bag and some Easter candy?
Yes,
Done.
done. Don't win one word of this nigga and we good.
Grizzlies taking over the West starting next season. So why I gotta wait till next season, Malazzo? Why can't it start this year? What?
Cause he said the Suns gonna win the championship this year.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. He wanted to make sure that he was keeping up with his takes. I got you, Malazzo. I see what you did there. Poole going to get money. I'll say this, Anthony. If Jordan Poole wants to get rings, he'll take less and stay. If he wants to be a featured player, which I don't think he's at that status of being a featured player yet. His third year in, and yes, he is getting better. But to throw max crazy money at him, I think it'd be too soon.
I think I think he could get a lot of money from somewhere and go be Kyrie Irving basically. Go somewhere but go to a real bad team and light it up. I think he really could go light it up for somebody, and if it don't matter that he's lighting it up, you know what I mean?
Oh, that sounds like Bradley Bill, bro.
Same thing. What's the difference in Bradley Beal and fucking Kyrie Irving besides Kevin Durant?
Matt said Steph put up 34 off the bench tonight. Yeah. He said, make it a dub sack. Yeah. He said, I'll trade Tom Share for Westbrook.
Nah, I'd be scared to make it a dub sack because they might change their mind. I'm gonna have to jump on that nickel. I ain't about to start negotiating too crazy.
Stop showing your age, bro. Don't nobody sell nickels no more, bro.
You said nickel.
No, don't nobody sell nickels, bro.
You said nickel though. You led off with nickel.
Nah, did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was going with the original trade. Stop showing your age.
You older than me, fool. Oh shit! Damn, I guess I must have said a nickel sack. Like, god damn. Hey, when it comes to Westbrook, man, I gotta do whatever I gotta do to get that motherfucker off the roster, bro. Look, can you take this Nick? Can you take this Nick and this nigga? Nick and nigga. Hell yeah. But no, let's get into an interesting debate. Because I saw over on Man Down, and it said there was a picture.
I rather be wearing sports team hats until just now.
Oh, I mean, it makes sense. We both got two franchises who ain't gonna be doing shit in their respective sports, so it works out. It was a post in Man Down. Shout out to Man Down Podcast Network. Y'all go show them some love. It had Steph Curry, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, and KD versus Magic, Bird, Jordan, Kobe, and Shaq. And they said that the LeBron team would win 10 out of 10 times. Right on time, Matt. Good job.
I was waiting on Matt. I really was waiting on Matt. Like, I wasn't even gonna say that until Matt comment popped up.
So you sure you ready to sit on that LeBron side? 10 out of 10?
How many times are you going? First of all, I can't. I'm here to make a compelling argument with you, whether or not I agree. It was my thing.
Now hold on. So first, let's start right there. I know you don't believe that 10 out of 10 times that LeBron team is going to beat that Kobe, LeBron, Jordan.
Yeah, so let's get off of the 10 out of 10. Let's go with how many times you think that 80s, 90s team. It's crazy I got to refer to that team as the 80s, 90s team.
Yeah.
But I guess
it's
80s through 2000. It's hard to put the years on it, but you know what I mean.
80s, early 2000s.
So the older team versus you sit on the Kobe Jordan team. How many times do you think they went out of 10?
That they went out of 10?
Yeah.
Oh, 7 at least.
Okay. But I mean, that's what I was gonna pretty much go with.
Okay.
7. Maybe. I mean, I don't even. I was gonna have free. I guess it's some compelling arguments in there. Like a lot of things that people are saying would happen wouldn't happen.
And that was my thing, Anthony. So who's checking Kobe and MJ and Magic?
LeBron and Giannis are checking Kobe and MJ, and they're better. I mean, that's better defense than MJ ever really had guarding him and Kobe as well. So
I'll give you that, especially with Giannis, how Giannis plays defense. I don't know about LeBron, because here's my thing about LeBron's defense. He does a lot of chase down blocks. So that means he's already getting beat off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? And so
I think it's about time, which is dumb.
But he's not getting all those chase down blocks, so he's not getting them all the time. And so my thing is, when you still got Shaq on that squad, obviously there's no answer on that LeBron.
But Shaq can't guard Shaq can't guard Embiid.
Why can't he?
Same reason he can guard David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, we having that conversation again.
He can't. He can't. He can't. He's not. But
No,
anybody, the further you can pull Shaq away from the rim,
the
the
better,
less
of
effective
course.
he is on defense. So that's why I stand with that.
Okay, but Joel Embiid's not a consistent 3-point shooter like that.
He got a mid range good enough to keep to fucking make it where somebody needs to take care of it.
Man, I'm
You ain't
telling you,
gonna, you don't want to just leave him open there.
man, Shaq will just. Oh my God. Yeah,
Offensively, yeah.
but
We're not just gonna
okay.
act like Shaq was more than he was on defense, though.
Yeah, but hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. If Embiid still has to guard Shaq, and Shaq, all he gonna do, you already know what Shaq gonna do. He gonna turn around and drop that in
Yeah,
that boy
Shaq is
chest.
gonna murder Embiid.
Oh yeah. So
Shaq is gonna murder Embiid.
so what energy is Embiid gonna have left for that mid range? So that
Plenty,
works in Shaq's favor.
plenty. All you gotta do is foul Shaq. You save all the energy you want. Foul Shaq. That's fine. It was an effective strategy for a reason.
But come on, man. I just think
My biggest thing is the thing that's being talked about the least. The real reason that it would be 7 or possibly 8 is because Magic Johnson is the point guard.
yes, easily.
That makes the team, because say what you want about anybody else, nobody else made the teammates better. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, none of them niggas made their teammates better.
I say, here's a crazy thing, because you know how people want to say Kobe emulated MJ. I think LeBron emulates after Magic.
He doesn't.
More.
I hate when people say that because it's so far off.
No. I'm talking about the facilitating factor.
Nah.
I mean, that's one thing I will respect of LeBron.
I think people say that because it looks so hard for a comparison. Because you can't compare to Michael Jordan, so you want to pick somebody who's a facilitator, but you can't pick somebody who shoots the ball that much to be the person who you say, oh, he practices the game at Magic. It's not even nearly the same, because he shoots the ball a fucking lot. And like his passes aren't like I want to pass the ball. And we have this conversation all the time. His passes aren't even really that I'm looking to set my teammates up. It's more I'm looking to get out of this situation.
Bail out.
Yeah, so this situation just happens to set my teammates up to score.
Boy, stop.
But it's not that LeBron not coming down the court fast break like here. LeBron coming down fast break the dunk, and if he can't, then he's like here. It's the opposite. Right, it's literally the complete opposite of how Magic Johnson scores. The way Magic Johnson scores is the same way that fucking LeBron passes. And I think LeBron's a gifted passer and playmaker. I'm not saying he isn't, but I'm also saying that LeBron James is a fucking a shooter. Like he doesn't shoot, he's a fucking scorer more than he is a passer. He just happens to be in situations like when he's just gonna pass the ball because he can't get to a cup or whatever. I don't know. I hope I'm articulating myself well enough to make this point that I'm trying to make.
Well, no, I mean, I can't disagree with you, because that's always been one of my things with LeBron is, if he can't get to the paint, then, you pretty much eliminate him. Because, like, there's times where I'm not scared about leaving LeBron open at the 3-point line. I'll let you shoot that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
You want it. You got to show me you can make it on a consistent basis. I have it.
I mean, when the Heat first came together and everybody wanted to play with them on 2K, all I did was run zone defense.
Keep him out the paint.
Let these niggas shoot.
Yeah. Oh, you a shooter? All right, we gonna find out.
All right. Go for it, nigga.
You got a point. I know how spectacular KD is. He's a mismatch. So is Giannis, because they're almost got this. Well,
everybody's like at this point though, like everybody's such a mismatch to each other because nobody's gonna guard anybody in real life. Like except for like,
bro. You talking about Kobe and MJ got first team all defensive players multiple times.
Yeah, and I seen Kobe have great plays against LeBron. I ain't never seen Kobe shut LeBron down in no game. Nobody can do that. Like nobody's gonna shut anybody down. It's a matter of where you let this nigga get 40. You know what I mean? But we talking about in real life, these niggas are all 30 points that you can't stop.
Hey,
Every last one. Except
when
for
when a motherfucker get 30 points, you be like, yo, we stopped him.
right. Fucking Andre Iguodala, Finals MVP for holding LeBron to 30 points and some shit.
Man,
But see, the only person you get that's not gonna score like that is Magic. But this is the difference. This is different between teams. And what makes it so much of a fucking landslide is that this team has the playmaking facilitating of Magic. That team has LeBron James style of playmaking facilitating. And he's got to be the one holding the ball the entire time.
And the only reason why I give that LeBron, KD, Giannis, Embiid, and Steph Curry team 3 wins is because if you let Steph and KD get off, you can easily get 3 games against that team. So I mean, that's the only reason why I'm giving 3. I mean, because
I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked by 4. 64. I wouldn't be shocked by it, but my number I would have picked was 7. I really thought you was gonna go higher than 7.
Nah,
that's when we're gonna have an argument about why. Which was gonna start with Embiid and end with Curry.
Well, the reason why I couldn't go that high is because I mean you got one of the most prolific shooters in Steph Curry, and so he could transcend any basketball area just because he could shoot. I mean, period.
And I say this: Magic Johnson don't stand a fucking chance.
What, trying to guard him?
Trying to guard Steph Curry, you don't stand a fucking chance.
Oh no! Hey, you remember when
unless Steph Curry got the ball in his hand, then he stands a slight chance. It's still has a chance though.
Nah, he wear him down. He trying to chase his ass around the court. At some point, they'll probably try to switch their defense into like just go ahead and take the switch because like fucking like I'm not gonna fucking keep chasing this motherfucker around. And then when you look at KD, who is the size that he has, 7 foot, wingspan is crazy out the gym, and so Jordan never played nobody like him.
Then you also got to consider the fact that Larry Bird has no athleticism.
No, but that dude balls though. But you can't. Hey.
But not in this game. In this game specifically, it's a game changer. The fact that he doesn't have any athleticism.
He would be an Achilles heel for sure on defense because I don't see not any one of those 5 guys that he could guard. Not one.
Not to knock Larry Bird in general, but just in this specific 5-on-5.
Yeah. Oh, I got you. Oh no, trust. And you know, I'm with you on that because you know, Larry Bird was a baller. He was a hooper, but he was a great hooper for his times. Not against none of them 5 cats. He couldn't do nothing with Steph. Damn sure couldn't do nothing with Bron. Couldn't do nothing with KD. Couldn't do nothing.
Now, I would say his IQ was high enough to where he would figure something out, but it's only gonna last so long because these niggas, these are some unstoppable niggas in general. Like it only lasts so long. The nigga probably got one of the highest. He probably had the highest IQ ever, and that's an argument for another day. Yeah. But the fact that he literally these was not as bad as that. So you know, Jordan fans and Jordan fans and LeBron fans go back and forth and say stupid shit all the fucking time. So LeBron fans always talking about how Jordan was scoring on fucking accountants and shit. It really was nowhere near like they make it say. Even though it was some real bad defense played on Jordan at times, and if I wanted to make a case, I could turn a blind eye to the real defenders and only pick the bad ones and make my case. But I can make that case for anybody.
Yeah,
anybody. I've seen LeBron guarded by fucking Chris Paul before. If I wanted to find a tape on that and be like, this the nigga that LeBron was scoring 30 on, a 6'1" nigga, I can make that case if I want to. But anyway, there was some mad athletic niggas in the 80s too that Larry Bird had to stop. And Larry Bird was stopping these niggas, not from fucking being athletic, just from fucking the IQ of Larry Bird, making up for how unathletic he is.
Well, he knew how to space. He knew how to space on the floor, pretty much.
I found what I'm bringing to you next week. Since we did You did imagine it's only right that we move to Larry Bird.
Yeah, because we need to have that conversation that we was having with Bobby and them on that page about the biggest rivalry. Because I was ready to rock with the well, shit. We'll have a we'll chat about it right now. I was ready to rock with the Ohio State and Michigan, but then I thought about it. I'm like, pretty much the only people that really give a fuck about that rivalry is people that either went to either one of those schools or they from Ohio or Michigan. And I know that the rivalry's been decades long, but again, it ain't talking about how only there's people from not from Michigan or not Ohio didn't go to any schools. We not saying
it's like yeah, it's like 10 now.
I know. So it's like your sample size is mad small, first of all, and then but
especially if you're from the South, you think that shit is an inferior brand of football anyway because it ain't SEC.
Oh yeah, you think it's trash?
So like
anyway.
we don't even respect it as football. You know what I mean? That shit might as well be high school.
and not only that, you look at that rivalry with Ohio State and Michigan. Some of it's been dominated by Ohio State the last almost 10 to 15 years, bro. Like when Michigan had Brady Hoke as coach, Rich Rodriguez, whoever else they didn't have in there, and even Harbaugh for the most part, they been getting their ass kicked by Ohio State because they can't out recruit them. And so I don't know about you, homie, but when a quote unquote rivalry and it's not competitive because there's only one team that's winning majority of the games, to me that shit ain't even a rivalry game.
Yeah, like the entire argument is just
that's just a celebration of history, bro.
People I know care about this game. That's pretty much what it boils down to. But I mean, Magic versus Larry Bird. I mean, look, there's like 5 million fucking documentaries on this.
A shit ton of documentaries.
Fucking sold video games off of this shit.
Sold
the NBA off of this shit. This shit was outwardly portraying a struggle of racism. Because the NBA people had literally stopped watching the NBA and outwardly saying that they weren't watching because black people were taking over it.
They said
and this was our last hope. And if the NBA is 75%, the NBA is 75% black, and the best guy in the NBA is a white guy, what does that tell you? That's a direct quote from somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the ramifications and what it meant once you get to the NBA finals.
Yeah,
not fucking the random game, which realistically is just the games you play on your schedule every week. We're not talking about the 4 games they play, and which those were big too. But in the NBA finals,
bro, they was
you have this stage, bro, and the way everything was built up.
But to me, it goes even further than that. It's like it literally goes Michigan State versus Indiana State. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when the rivalry started, and then. So you see them battle for national championship, then they both go to the NBA, and then they both go to the 2 top NBA teams.
And the opposite of cultures.
Yes,
the way the story plays out in itself,
bruh. You're talking about literally Boston and Lakers pretty much fought damn near every year in the 80s for the championship. So you saw it for literally almost 11-year stretch. And I get it that Ohio State and Michigan, they didn't battle for 100+ years. But motherfuckers, y'all wasn't alive for that shit.
Right.
But it goes back to literally you take that 11 years, 12 years, and you capsulate it. And it comes up every year during basketball season. Does it not? I mean, it's talked about every basketball season. And as long as they are alive, matter of fact, that rivalry to me is going to transcend even better when they both pass away because it's going to mean that much more. And this was my point. That rivalry will never lose its sizzle. When you got this Ohio State-Michigan rivalry, you got one team winning, like Ohio State been doing for the majority of the last 10, 15 years. That shit ain't even important to watch no more. I'll catch that shit on SportsCenter. I'll catch the highlights. It's lost its sizzle.
It ain't even worth talking about until the underdog win. versus the case where there wasn't an underdog.
Well, and it happened last year. Michigan they've been getting their ass kicked. Now they finally get one. But guess what? I hate to tell y'all, Michigan fans, that was your perfect chance to get a national championship, and you still got your ass blasted in the playoffs because Harbaugh is a one-trick pony. He can't out-recruit Ohio State, so Ohio State is actually going to be better again this year, and don't be surprised if they stomp the shit out of Michigan this year. Just saying.
And I just want to also throw out there that it's not SEC, so it kind of doesn't even matter. Night, guys.
All right, homie. All right, there it is, y'all. We out, y'all. Man, what a pleasure to be back, and it's always a pleasure to kick it on Monday nights with the bony homie, man. Glad that we got that last little tidbit in. But look, y'all come back. Come kick with your boy tomorrow. Same midnight hour. Same Mark Mar. Deuces.
Yeah. Sound like hell to the hoods. Let's get it. Let's go. Alright, let me get serious this time. Yo, I'm on my God of War shit. All the war spits, let the bass kick, nigga, feel the fucking floor lift. Watch your pores rip from these razor blade fingertips. Smoke hit your face like a hammer fist. Outstanding wit, suicidal flow. Nose diving to a free fall. Speedball, cannonball, jugging out on Adderall. I just watch the bodies fall. Supercharged like Dragon Ball. When I spit this fire out my mouth, you hear the dragon skull. Daily with explosiveness, just softer than some woven silk. Grinding rappers, flesh in the syrup and call it muscle milk. Some nutritious, my hunger forever endless. I'm vicious and bloodthirsty, my nigga. I handle business pretentious, I leave them injured. Eating pickles for dinner, underground like not the splinter. Then hibernate for the winter. Illiterate, so I can give a fuck about the sentence. Belligerent, so I don't give a fuck about repentance. Johnny plays with a bag of haze over roast spirits. I'm forced to be reckoned with when I'm beating all limits. These lyrics are packed with venom. Rattlesnakes in the kitchen, cooking the recipes full of poison. I leave them finished.
Come to punches, yo, I only landed threes. These thick fighting MCs is copping plan B. Never was an M fan, they can't stand me. Been dope since before Hope sampled Annie. If it's smoke, I ain't gon' blame the jammy. Cause smoke, my hands is nicer than your granddaddy. Don't spar unless you a piece and a half. If you same boat when I put feet on the track, I fuck MCs up, I'm bringing evil back. Yea, though I walk through the valley, I push it. They gon' find rappers that got at me in my footprints. The embodiment of cocaine and no-dos. I got a habit of pulling souls through nose holes. Open your old holes, sugar you sweet. If it's BP, I'll bring it to your door like Uber Eats.
Deliver a fade to all you niggas, I just wanna unload. Basking and scream on my foes, find a way to compose. To ask